Hey everyone, it's Cruise Com Captain coming to you from aboard Allure of the Seas for a ship tour. So I live on these ships full time because of the casino offers and how I optimize and strategize my play. If you're interested in that, please check out the rest of my channel. Otherwise, I'm going to bring the tour today of Allure of the Seas, beautiful Oasis-class ship. Been on the ship many times. I'm going to give you an informal tour where I show you around areas and I give my feedback and commentary on what's good, what to avoid, things like that. So if you're interested in that, check out my channel, check out the rest of the video, and let's get to it. So first of all, we're on deck 16, and off the side of the ship we have the wonderful Celebrity Eclipse, which is a beautiful ship, and I actually just got off that a couple weeks ago and have a tour on my channel if you're interested in that one. But funny that we are next to each other today in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So we're up on deck 16. If we go to the left here, it's the Windjammer Marketplace. It's the buffet. Everyone's having lunch in there right now. On the left we have the splash pad down on 15. And obviously on the other side of the ship, we can see Port of San Juan here. And like I said, this smaller, but still very reasonably sized Celebrity Eclipse off the right side. And on the left we have the splash pad, we have the soft serve ice cream area, we have these cabanas and chairs, lime and coconut, which is not open at this point, but will be open this evening. We have a shower right here with a whirlpool that's active. And then just coming into this central area, you can see we have the water slides in front. We have the two racer slides over there and the bowl slide over there. We have one of the main pool areas. There are four. There's two on the other side. The sports court with the net. And I guess there's just three if we want to count the splash pad not as a pool. Down in there on deck 8 is Central Park. So I'm on 16. These pools are on 15. And that's all the way down to deck 8. You can see the balcony rooms in between them. The what are called Central Park interior facing balcony rooms. We have the stage here with the band that's not there yet, right underneath me. And Central Park on the other side, right down there. But continuing on in our walk, we're gonna cross over. Still walking on 16. But we're gonna walk over here because I wanna show you the sports court area and the zip line area and the mini golf area, which are all in the back. There's also a Mexican restaurant, which is called El Loco Fresh. It's for grab and go service, so I'll show you in just a second as I move down there. So all I've done here is walk down that flight of stairs from 16 down to 15. You can see there's a men's restroom, there's an entrance into the stairwell there, but otherwise, this back area right here has what's called the Mason Jar, which is a specialty dining restaurant for southern cooking. Special dining means there will be a fee. There's a fee for brunch, there's a fee for dinner. But if you keep walking past the Mason Jar, oh, again, you can see San Juan on the right here. It's beautiful. A lot of people choose to stay on the ship, as always, because there's a lot of things to do. This is the mini golf course. This one has fewer obstacles, seems more open than a lot of the other maybe goofy golf type style. This is where the zip line exit is. So if you can see straight down the zip line, that's where you'd launch from. And you'd land here. It's not open while we're in port, but it'll be open on sea days. Here right is the Crown Lounge, or the Diamond Lounge. The Loyalty Lounge for members at Diamond above, sometimes Diamond Plus and above, if it's for food in the evening. I can say, not to be negative or anything like that, but this is the worst place for a Crown Lounge on any of the ships I've ever seen. It's super out of the way and people are just constantly coming in and out like, what is that, all the time from the sports court, and it's not relaxing and not really a great place, and it's not really staffed very well either. So again, keep things really positive. That's just one feedback. If the Crown Lounge is important to you, Allure of the Seas is not the best ship for that. We've got pickleball going on right now. which they do well. There's actually lots of space on these courts for pickleball. So Allure is great. Some great sports events. There's El Loco Fresh right there. And if we keep going up here where these lovely people in front of me are walking, you can see the anglerfish of the Ultimate Abyss. I'm gonna skip to that right now. So as we just keep walking up that walkway, aside from the stunning port views, we have one of the 2 flow riders right here. There is one on each side back here. The Oasis-class ships, including Allure, are the only class of ships that have 2 flow riders on them. Even the newer Icon-class ships only have 1. So if you like flow rider, these are the best ships for it. It's the Ultimate Abyss. It's not open right now, but it is a dry slide that funnels down 10 stories, because we are right now on deck 16. We're like 15 and a half. And it goes all the way down Aqua Theater on deck 6. And there's a wipeout bar right here as well, which is not open right now. Once again, because we're in port, there's usually regulations about how many bars can be open while you're in port, so as not to take business away from the local place we were visiting. Zipline entrance right here. They get you geared up. They read you your rights. Just kidding. They get you geared up and sent off so you can take that zip line there. So I am going to walk around now to the front of the ship on deck 15 and show you the solarium. Walking across on deck 16 to get to the solarium, just wanted to show a different side of San Juan Port. And as we keep walking and get to the deck 16 of the solarium, which I will say that Allure and Oasis have the 2 nicest, in my opinion, in my experience, nicest solariums in the entire Royal Caribbean fleet. In fact, Icon and Star and the new Legend of the Seas all don't even have a solarium anymore. They have gotten rid of it for a different adult swim area, and I think it's a big downgrade. But let me know what you think in the comments if anyone has experience with both of those things. But what makes these solariums so nice, on Oasis and Allure specifically, unlike Symphony and Wonder, they are 2-story. So there's a nice upper area. There's plenty of ventilation up here, so you can actually feel some wind and some breeze, unlike the dome on Wonder, where it's like a hot, sticky box, for lack of a better term. You feel like you're in like a sunroom that's always really, really humid. There's some airflow through here. You can see we have the pool, several whirlpool tubs, and then there's a nice, fully outdoor sun deck on the front. There's Solarium Bistro downstairs during the day, but bad thing for Allure is that it becomes a specialty restaurant at night, so no dinner for Solarium Bistro, which is a huge strike against it. But we have the Solarium bar right here. And then of course you can enter in on the solarium on decks 14, or sorry, decks 15, one deck below, or deck 16 where I am right now. But we're going to continue on to show you what the rest of the ship has to offer outside the pool deck. As we make it all the way down to deck 8 here, we have the elevator lobby, and then of course we have Central Park, which I showed you from deck 16. But I wanted to give you a different perspective walking through here. There's only a few places you can walk across the ship from one end to the other. It's on deck 16, deck 15, deck 8, deck 5, or deck 4 through the casino. Any other time you want to walk through, you can walk through, but only through stateroom hallways. But so for main areas where you want to be able to walk actually through from one side to the other, there aren't that many on Oasis-class ships. So keep that in mind as you try to navigate one of these large ships. So we have Giovanni's Table, it's a specialty restaurant on the left, and Park Café, which is a included complimentary dining option that is currently closed now between breakfast and lunch. They'll be opening shortly, but the food in there is all complimentary, included in your cruise fare. Then we have the Trellis Bar right here. Trellis Bar right here on the right. Again, not also open for service in the morning. Also because it's a port day, as I mentioned. 150 Central Park on this side and Chops Grill on the other side. 2 more specialty restaurants. Then we have the Rising Tide Bar. Next departure is not until 2 p.m. but it leaves every once in a while, and it goes from up here on deck 8 down to the promenade on deck 5, slowly over the course of 10-15 minutes or so, and then it comes back up. So if you like to be on a moving bar, it's kind of a neat experience. Now coming down to deck 6, aft we have what's called the Boardwalk. Ta-doo! So off the back of the ship, they have Boardwalk Doghouse, which is a complimentary dining option. You get your freshly baked buns, pick your dog, classic hot dog, chicken and apple sausage, etc. We've got the complimentary carousel here, playmakers, sports bar and arcade that is not complimentary, cups and scoops, that's ice cream, that's not complimentary. But they have all these options. Also Johnny Rockets, which is only complimentary for breakfast, at least as of the recording of this video. But lunch and dinner have a small cover charge. I believe it's $20 or so. And Playmakers is more, I believe it's a la carte. So that's just priced on the menu and they get charged to your onboard account. This is where the ultimate abyss comes down, and there comes an announcement. Okay, announcement's over and we are in the aqua theater now. So this is where they do the aqua shows. The high diving platforms all the way up there. They also have dual rock walls, one on this side and one behind me, for open rock climbing and rock climbing competitions and things like that. So this is again the aft at the back of deck 6. Okay, so leaving the boardwalk area, still coming out on deck 6. We have on the right, we have the focus photo gallery where you can do your photos, ordering photos, picking them up, digital or print, and then shore excursions desk if you want to book any excursions. We have the Crown & Anchor loyalty desk over here on the left, and Room Internet also on the left if you need help with either of those things. And then we have the schooner bar, which is a classic. It goes all the way up that left side. And now I'll enter Promenade. You can also see, as I was mentioning before, this is the bottom of the Rising Tide bar. That's the bottom of the bar. This is where it rises or falls down to over the course of your 15 to 20 minutes or so. And then it waits for 15 to 20 minutes, and then it rises again for 15 to 20 minutes. So it's about an hour round trip if you stay on there. You have a tiki bar, and then of course some shopping at Regalia and guest services right here if you ever need anything. Otherwise, on the left we have Café Promenade, which is complimentary dining, the next cruise office for booking your next cruise, and Sorrento's Pizza up here where they have Sorrento's Pizza available all the time. They also have a juice bar here, which on all the other Oasis-class ships is in Vitality Café. They have gotten rid of it in order to put more staterooms in there and make more money. They are a cruise line after all. They will be trying to make as much money as possible, but everyone I've spoken to, both the crew and the guests, are pretty disappointed about that. I like Vitality Café myself, so it's definitely a strike against Allure as opposed to any other Oasis-class ship. But moving on, we have Boleros here. The kind of Latin bar slash dance club. Always bumping, always a good time. On air, where they host game shows and things like that, but it's primarily a karaoke bar. And then, of course, we have this standalone Starbucks right here. The theater is closed right now, but if you keep going straight right on this level, or the level right before it, you see we have the Amber Theater right there on decks 4 right below me, and deck 5. That's where you're going to have a lot of the production shows, some comedy, love and marriage game show, things of that nature. And then we're entering down here to Blaze on the right, which is a nightclub. We're now on deck 4. The non-smoking Casino Royale. And Comedy Live. Then you have Studio B, which is where they do the ice shows, as you see on the advertisement here. Crazy Quest show. They also had a laser tag going on in here that you have to reserve a time for, but all of those things are included and complimentary. And then right on either side of this hallway, we have the smoking side of the Casino Royale. And on this side, we have the art gallery with basically just paintings on the wall slash the non-smoking side of Casino Royale. I have actually just posted a video about the walkthrough of Casino Royale. If you're interested in that, please check out my other video on my channel so as to not make this video too long. But otherwise, that's basically it for the tour of Allure of the Seas. There are other little nooks and crannies, but I don't want to waste your guys' time with that. I wanted to cover the big, most interesting, most different from Allure to other Oasis-class ships, because there's some upgrades that just went through dry dock just this past year, but there's also some things that they cut in order to put more staterooms in order to move things around that I'm not as big of a fan of. So, what do you think about Allure of the Seas? Have you been on it? Are you interested in coming? Do you have a cruise coming up? Please let me know in the comments. And again, if you're interested in following my journey or learning how I live on cruise ships, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a like, or sharing it with someone else who wants to go on Allure of the Seas, or maybe wants to take a Royal Caribbean cruise with you. So thank you so much for everyone who's been here, and I will see you all in the